All right, round number 3. And I'm going to do this. If it starts up this time, I'm not going to like try to do it again. And I'll just go hang out with you next week instead. But I want to show you the SEO tools, and then I'm going to do 3 reviews really quickly. And you could watch like my previous video if you want to know the intros and my previous hack. So let's just move on, because I'm committed to doing this properly and commit to my outline for today. So the second hack that I want to show you was the SEO tool. So a lot of people don't know that LinkedIn is also, there's 2 things a way to think about LinkedIn. Google is an index of information, and LinkedIn is an index of people, hashtags, and information. But really, LinkedIn is totally a hashtag platform. And I say hashtags because a lot of people don't use hashtags quite enough. Let's do hashtag SDR, because at the moment I'm learning a lot about sales, B2B sales, right? So B2B sales is, you want to know how many people's attention are being grabbed. There's only 7.1 followers, so I say this hashtag is not that great. The other hashtag to consider is B2B marketing or B2B lead. Let's do B2B lead generation. So if B2B sales is 7,000, that means like B2B lead generation is only 8,000. I'm getting a lot of people. Yeah, it's okay. I get a lot of people and notifications on. What? Let's try this. I'm watching YouTube. It's got disconnected. Yeah. I'm continuing. Like, even Philippe, everyone is pinging me, stream, your like stream is not doing well. And that's just part of the process at the moment. Having issues. Do you have plan? Yes, I am. People, even Ryan. Yes, Ryan, I am planning to finish. Remember, I'm committed to like making this happen. So I'm going to do an SEO tool. So there are 2 hacks in terms of SEO tools. The other one, the hashtag, in terms of what I really think you should do is like create your own spreadsheet and really just think about the hashtags that you want to know for. SDR has 5,000. What about just sales marketing? Sales marketing. What I'm trying to do is trying to show you that hashtag is underutilized, but it should be used as a tool to think about what content to use. And it's like a way to know. So 491, that's terrible. I know that like based on my research that leadership is a strong hashtag, but it's over convoluted. Leadership. But it's a good way to like focus on people that you want to do. So Bobby, my mate, is talking about content as well. So I'm competing for his attention, but there's a lot of people in the leadership space as well. But you could tell that their content is not that great, because if this content actually feels like Instagram, and this content is actually not contributing that well thing. But I'm kind of sharing, to me, this is an opportunity. LinkedIn is not really good in terms of content creators. Professionals are terrible marketers. Professionals are terrible content creators. And so what do you need to stand out is you just need to know what your competitors are saying and do the opposite of them. You want to stand out, like try not to be vanilla. Like the game of social media is attention. Yeah, I'm on right now. Ryan, I am on right now. Yes, and I'm going to be, after this, like, so hashtags is great. Like, I feel like hashtag allows you to know, you know what makes me sad? That fried chicken only has 40 followers. I'm following it, so I'd be appreciative if you will follow hashtag, because the game for me is like, I want to get up to 50 fried chicken followers. So I'm really surprised and sad that, like, you know, LinkedIn people don't like fried chicken, but I know people love fried chicken. I get like fried chicken messages every day. So, and the way to use hashtag is actually, it's sales therapist. I was talking to a client today, and he wants to own sales therapist as his, I probably spelled that wrong, but really you could use hashtag as a way to like collate all your hashtags, but also do research as well. Okay, here's another third SEO tick that I want you to understand. You need to know where you sit in the market space. What is a common job title that you guys have? In the sales space, I had someone, yesterday I had a meeting and he wrote a growth consultant. So if you want to, like, remember, LinkedIn is a job title platform, and there's like something called their own search tool, and you could understand where you fit in the market space. There are like 7.3 million growth consultant. If you're a growth consultant, dude, you're competing with like 7 million other people. They're growth consultant in terms of sales, growth consultant in terms of marketing, growth at thing. And, you know, these are the people that you're competing with. So if you go to location in Australia and you're a growth consultant in Australia, you're competing with less than 200,000 people in Australia. But if you're based in America, you're competing with 2 million other growth marketers and growth consultants as well. So these are your competitors. So I use like LinkedIn search tool as a way to understand where I fit in the market space. If I wrote personal branding, there are 43,000 personal branding coach in Australia. And the funny thing is, we're all LinkedIn people. Like, this is a LinkedIn profile coach, and she's a personal branding consultant. I actually think this is not a very good headline. But the way to like leverage SEO and be searchable, do some keyword research. LinkedIn is all about keywords. You do keywords on your headlines, you do keywords in your summary, you do keywords in adding your experience. So that's how you get all that magic keywords into your LinkedIn profile. So when I'm focusing on the free profiles, I want to like be leveraging and automizing their keywords. So you need to know what job title that you have as well. All right, yes, I am on. Ryan, because you messaged me, Ryan, I'm going to pick you today. I'm going to pick Ryan as my next person to be my third person for my consulting today. LinkedIn. Let me pause a bit because I need to drink some water. And also see if I'm working again, because lately I feel like I'm not working with my LinkedIn streams, but I'm committed to finishing it. Okay. So the next thing we go do is profile reviews, and I'm going to pick 3. Frozen. It's okay. I'm going to pick 3. So Philippe happens to be one of my members, so he has high priority. Philippe Guichard. He's part of the Trusted Circle memberships, and I'm giving priority to people who are part of my members. And Justin is one of my clients, so I give him priority, and I want to talk about what Justin is doing as well. And because Ryan happens to ping me and say, I want to watch what you're doing, I'm going to give priority to Ryan as well. Ryan, what's your last name? Ryan Zadrazil. Just because like he actually messaged me and like, you know. Yes. All right. Ready? We're going to be doing this dude first. Philippe is one of my... So Philippe, the first headline is, when we think about headlines, you have to think about this. That really is like a really strong pitch line. Transform ideas into $1 million products. But this is how I gauge headlines. When I read things out loud, just because I want to see, that's the first impressions that people do. So one of the common mistakes that people do is that they try to like fit everything into whatever thing, but you should be optimizing the space that you need to do. So let's just read Philippe Guichard's like profile. Transform ideas into $1 million products. Award-winning designer on TED.com. Best-selling author and speaker. Champion circular economy and triple bottom line. Chocolate mousse connoisseur. I actually think the chocolate mousse connoisseur is useless because I haven't seen you do that much chocolate mousse stuff. And in terms of like, you know, author, that's great because people go type in author, and when you type in author, this is who you're competing with, author. And people, oh, that's not the right way. So if you write author, I think that's actually a credible thing to do. But the only thing with authors is that that's not like your priority, or that's not what you want to be known for. We should really focus on your positioning more again, because that's something that you rather like, you have to think about the people that you want to attract. Do you want to do more speaking gigs? Then promote your speaking opportunities. But you're competing with 1.4 to 6 millions, and these are guys who like, this is who you're competing with. They're people who actually write living for full time. If you're an author, you should like be propping up your book here. If you're like an award-winning designer, and I'd rather you prop up this, because this backs up your thinking in transforming ideas in million-dollar products. This makes sense. This is a concept that you want to be known for. So if anything, if I have to remove anything, I remove bestseller, author, and speaker, and chocolate mousse connoisseur. But the only problem that I think about is like, if you want you have to think of it from the vogue of your audience as well. When they type in thing, what do they type? Do they write product designer or product consultant? And then that's the words, like that's probably the magic words that they want to hear. So you need to like think about like, is product designer, is it popping up? Oh, you're right, industrial designer. So industrial designer and product designer. So you did that. That's great. That works. But is it in your keywords, in your summary? Do you have product or consultant designer there? That's not popping up at the moment. So simple things like that makes a difference. Is it in your headline, product or industrial designer? No. So I feel like you should be doing that, or like even write product industrial facilitator, product designer, industry people. Like that's the keyword that you need to think about. So today's profile is just about keywords. I'm on right now. And the second profile that I'm going to do is Justin's. I'm getting a lot of messages. I know I shouldn't be paying attention to messages. No, it's fine. Because usually messages will tell me, String, your voices is not working. So the next person I want to do is Justin. We just cleaned up his profile actually. We need to figure out what is his magic word that will help him be searchable. Is it sales technologist? Sounds super cool, but is this the word that people write? Likely not, because it's such a new word. Let's write that. That doesn't work. Sales technologist, paste. Is that a new word? Is that a new word, Justin? Like sales technologist sounds like such a cool word, but what pops out isn't sales technologist. What pops out is technologist. So sales technologist is like a totally genre that only you have. Like that's super special right there. But it also, I actually think I don't mind it. So if anything, they're categorizing you in the technology space like this. So you're a technologist, but this is how special Justin is. There's only 1.8 people. Let's actually do this one, people. There are 1 million technologists in the world. And if we put in location United States, there are less than 500,000 technologists in the world. And they're like, what's interesting is medical technologists, innovator, entrepreneur, journalists, like these are the people, space technologists. So putting the word sales technologist makes it really right thing to do. So that works. But like sales technologist is also kind of showing you where your position as well. That works. So I approve of what he wrote there. So what are the keywords? Let's see if he put the word technologist ever to make sure that he ranks really highly as well. So do we have the word technologist here? No, it doesn't look like it. But it kind of shows that his story backs up what he's doing. And he also has he does sales stuff at the moment as well. And he's promoting his book, The Justin Michael Method. That's something, his life work is being pushed into his for $10 at the moment because he's growing a community. This bit here, we need to make sure that it has sales technologists in here as well. So I probably won't write principal, I write technologist and consultant or something along those lines, but I think there's something there. So we just need to refine that a little bit to make sure that you reinforce your backing as well. Okay, any other questions? Do you have any questions? I know that people are watching what I'm doing right now, but I'm trying to slow down and chill. I'm reviewing your post. I'm reviewing yours right now. Okay, I need to make sure that it's working. Am I working? I'm always paranoid that my stream is not working at the moment. Next person I'm going to do is Ryan. Ryan, I'll go stuff your last name. Let's see what it sounds
Thanks
like.
for checking out my profile. Are you struggling to book meetings or having trouble closing deals? Let's chat. My name's Ryan, by the way.
Dude, I know the fourth hack for this. You should use your audio
Thanks
as
for checking
a
out my profile. Are you struggling to book meetings or having trouble closing deals? Let's chat. My name's Ryan, by the way.
Ryan, how do you say your last name? But dude, that's the fourth hack. You should use this audio as a way to pitch people. Let's listen to that one more time because that's so good.
Thanks for checking out my profile. Are you struggling to book meetings or having trouble closing deals? Let's chat. My name's Ryan, by the way.
Cool. That was so good. That was so good. Like even I'm like, hey, that was like the other. That's totally a fourth hack. That right? It's working. Thank you, Ryan. I'm the new two string queens. So what I'm trying to, Ryan, I have to say, you're LinkedIn content creator. Like, I don't know if, does that work? Does that like saying that out loud, does that matter? Just creating content, or do you want people to follow you? I'd rather like you go onto your LinkedIn banner and say, follow me for more content on sales or mental health advocacy. Like you shouldn't use your banner as a way to promote what you're doing. Like, there's something about this that kind of pisses me off. I'm a content creator, but I don't go around saying I'm a content creator. People, yeah, but I don't want that as my job title. That's the thing. So you're like a sales mentor, which is great. You're like account executive. That's great. I don't top 1%. That's credibility. So I totally get that. If you write SDR, that means like you're about sales. So I totally get that. But what do you want to be known for? Are you like the salesperson to follow, or are you helping them get leads, or what? Like I feel like the role of it, like I'm just being introduced to Justin's, like Michael's community, and I'm beginning to understand the world of SDR through the lens of being just part of Justin's community. And I have to say, like I feel like you just want to be known for sales, but at the moment you're kind of like spreading your branding and positioning into three things. So it's like if you have 100% pie, you're going to be known for sales. So that's 35%. Mental health, that's 35%. LinkedIn content creator, 35%. Dude, do you want to be known for three things or one powerful thing or two powerful things? So when I look at your content, I'm hoping that you have at least those three things. If not, then I'm going to call you bullshit. Let's see. He's supposed to do sales. He creates content. Just creating content on this. Oh, by the way, with the amount of followers that you have and posting 4 posts in matter one day is a big no-no. You're like training the algorithm for low engagement. So that's really, and I'm like doing the worst thing ever because I'm pushing 3 streams onto my thing. But that's like, I only push this thing out, like this live stream once a week. So Ryan, like as a content creator to content creator, posting 4 times a day is a big no-no. What you're doing is training the algorithm of LinkedIn gods to say that, hey man, like every time I post, I have really low engagement and no one wants to watch a spammer fill up their thing. So, okay, but I have to say, you do talk about mental health, but you're treating like Twitter. LinkedIn is not Twitter. LinkedIn is not Twitter. The next post that you're talking about is mental health again. So you really believe in mental health. Kudos. The next post that you're talking about is personal development. Kindness matters. So if it fits into the mental health, that's 3 posts about mental health. Today you got to talk about 4th mental health. So clearly, Ryan, I just want to, like when you did your go back into your thing, you're talking about this.
Thanks for checking out my profile. Are you struggling to book meetings or having trouble closing deals? Let's chat.
Yeah.
My name's Ryan, by the way.
So what you did in the last 4 posts is talk about mental health. I feel like you're more passionate about mental health than you are about sales. That's just the way I'm seeing your content at the moment. And I have to say, like, are you doing SDRs? There's nothing personal about this. You need to fix up your about. And head of partnerships, like is it head of sales partnerships or partnerships? Like, I know that you're in sales, but you should put SDR somewhere here, so then your numbers you'll rank better in the searchability things as well. If I were you, I would take LinkedIn content creator out. I'm passionate, and I'm happy for you to stay and be a mental health advocate, but you should be talking about more content stuff about content, about sales. Back up what you're trying to say. And be less about, and LinkedIn is not Twitter, dude. I'm just telling you. All right, what are the other comments? So recapping today's hacks. I'm going back into my thing again. LinkedIn, recapping today's hacks. 1 is commenting. 2 is hashtags. 3 is, keyword search based on your job title. 4th hack, thanks to Ryan, is using the audio soundbite to really pitch what you're offering and connecting. Instead of like saying your name, just like, hey, my name's Stringer. I really want to help you build up your LinkedIn profile. Let's talk. Let's fix up your positioning. That's my thing right now. I'm fixing up people's positioning and make it really clear what their offer is on LinkedIn, and using content as a way to reinforce their offering and reinforce their positioning. That's what I do, and increase the searchability. So knowing all these little things, you could comment 10 minutes per day. You could look at hashtags and see what's relevant in your industry. You could look at your job titles and think about your positioning. And 4, you could add sound bites in your thing. So if you're interested in those kind of things, and want to leverage and have my accountability, no, by the way, I don't answer DMs, direct them messages when they try to ask me for free consultations or free feedback. That's not how I work. That's why I set up these weekly sessions. If you want my attention, just join the Trusted Circle. That's what I do for a living. That's what I want to help more people use LinkedIn more better, because there are a lot of shit content creators out there. There are a lot of shit content out there, but there are so many smart people on this platform right now. All right, I'm just going through comments right now. I'm chilling. I want to chill right now. Most recent. Please comment on mine. No, I only picked up 3. If you want to tune in, or if you want me to profile and audit your profile, you should definitely join the trustedcircle.co. Can you comment on, good question, Tim. Can you comment more on not training the algorithm for low engagement? Oh, Tim, that's such a good question. So there are major tools out there, and there's also tactics called engagement pods. There's also tactics and tools out there that helps just likes and automates the liking things. But if you have really low quality connections, it also trains the LinkedIn algorithm to say, oh, you got really low engagement or really low quality connections. And also the way that LinkedIn algorithm works is it's based on 3 circles. The first connections, your second connections, and the third connections. But when you went viral or had network effect, when a third connection comments on your post. That's the game. Then when you post things as well, the first people that the first round of rings that people see your posts are your first connections. And if if your first connections are not commenting on your post, that means your content is shit. That's a really good question, Tim. Hi, good morning. Could you check mine, please? I already picked 3. That's my round each thing. That's really, you're a phenomenal, wonderful person. I want to know. Oh, yeah, I don't really care, Keith. Thanks anyway. Great hack. Oh, that's nice. Working. Okay. Yes. So this is what I'm trying to say. I already recapped everything. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I actually read all my comments. So I really appreciate what Ryan did, because you gave me the 4th hack. But kudos to you for trying to be a LinkedIn content creator. Just don't push out Twitter that much. It's actually what I advised Justin too. Justin was treating LinkedIn. He has 33,000 followers. Actually, let's do Justin's one, because he's actually... do you know why I want to work with Justin? Justin and I connected through our mutual connection through Tony, by the way. Shout out to Tony, because that's what happens when you meet and connect with awesome people online. If you're a person of quality, of excellence, they're going to refer you of other people quality and excellence. And that's the game that we should be playing on LinkedIn. We want to connect with other people with awesome wavelengths and want to like show value. And Justin has that. So he has like been in the industry for 25 years. He has a community that really engages with him. And he has 34,000 connections or 34,000 followers. So he has a community that wants to engage with this content, but he was doing some terrible things to train his LinkedIn algorithm to say, hey, even though you have 34,000 connections, you have super low engagement. So our game for him, for Justin right now, is to retrain the algorithms, retrain his engagement on LinkedIn. And it's going to take a while, but I'm committed to help Justin out because like he has really good content and thinking, and he's committed to his craft and helping out other communities as well. So we cleaned up his profile. Before he was like actually treating like LinkedIn as if it was a Twitter profile, and he has really good insights, but the way that LinkedIn works, they don't like short conversations. They want meaty stuff. So he has I'm just saying Justin had a community that was ready for him, but he wasn't ready for them. But it doesn't mean to say that he is not committed to the craft. So he's creating one quality post a day. And that's the game that we're playing. And we're trying to train the algorithm and train the people. We want to make Justin and the LinkedIn algorithm friends. So how do we do that? We have to go back to basics, creating good content, re-engaging and having really thoughtful conversation in comments. Even commenting with other people who comment also trains the algorithm as well. So that's my thing. My name is String. I really enjoyed the streams today. We did it 3 times, but I'm committed to finishing things. When I was in meetings today, so I needed I already know what I need to do to make sure my streams are better, which is not try to have 1 hour to prepare for my streams beforehand and don't feel like I'm in a rush. Make sure my scenes are set up properly. Make sure that my outlines are there. And not try to do too many things beforehand, because I was doing 5 things beforehand. So I need to chill, prepare for my streams, because I enjoy doing this. And I will see you again next week. But if you are committed to learning, if you're committed to LinkedIn, join the Trusted Circle, thetrustedcircle.co. I see you there.